Have you ever walked into a family gathering and still felt like an outsider? Even in your senior years, when life should bring peace and respect, some people, even your own blood, still drain your soul. Not strangers, not enemies, but your own relatives. That's the hardest part, because toxic people are easier to leave when they're not family. Let me tell you a story. There was a man named Ghulam Rasool. He was 68, a retired school teacher, father of 4, and grandfather to 6 beautiful children. But every time he visited his eldest son's house, he came back feeling smaller. Not physically, but emotionally. His daughter-in-law made passive comments like, "Oh, Baba still thinks his way is the only way." His son, once full of respect, now barely looked up from his phone. His siblings only called when they needed something. And worst of all, when he tried to share his feelings, he was told, "Don't be sensitive. You're just old." One evening, sitting on his veranda alone, he whispered to himself, "Why do I feel unwanted in the very family I built?" This is the silent pain many elders carry. Because toxic relatives don't always shout. Sometimes they just ignore. Sometimes they manipulate. Sometimes they smile while belittling you in front of others. And in your senior years, when you're already dealing with health, loneliness, and the slow changes of life, their words cut deeper. So how do you deal with it? How do you protect your heart without turning cold? Ghulam Rasool did something that changed everything. He didn't fight. He didn't scream. He didn't beg for love. He created emotional boundaries. He stopped explaining himself to people who were committed to misunderstanding him. He visited less, spoke less. But when he did it with calm, quiet strength. He poured his energy into those who uplifted him, his younger daughter who always listened, his old friend who shared chai with him in the park, and his own self. He prayed more, walked more, smiled more. Not because others changed, but because he did. Because here's the truth. Peace is not given. It's chosen. You don't have to cut people out harshly. You just stop giving them the power to shake your spirit. And if you're a senior listening to this right now, you've already spent a lifetime giving your time, your energy, your sacrifices. Now it's okay to protect your peace. It's okay to say no without guilt. It's okay to choose distance over drama. Because being a good relative doesn't mean being an emotional punching bag. You are not less than anyone just because you're older. Your feelings still matter. Your presence still carries worth, and you still deserve to be treated with kindness and care. So, the next time a relative talks down to you, don't argue. Just remember, silence with dignity is more powerful than 100 loud responses. Smile, stand tall, and walk away with your peace intact. And before this video ends, I want to say this. From one heart to another, these videos I create aren't just stories. They are pieces of real pain, real healing, and real love for people like you. I spend hours writing, editing, and sharing these messages because I know there are elders out there who feel unseen, unheard, and unappreciated. So if this story touched your heart, if you saw even a little part of yourself in Ghulam Rasool's story, then please, like this video, share it with someone who may need it, and subscribe to this channel so I can keep creating more emotional healing content for people who deserve it most. Because you're not alone. You're valued. You're worthy. Your family.